How's it going, tubers? It's Mr. Green here, and today's project is to do a little work on the four-wheeler. And the problem is, when I live about, I don't know, half an hour ride to our campsite, and I do that drive quite a bit, and after you drive for a while with this little tiny throttle here, your thumb gets so cramped. And I'm not a complainer, you know, like I got pretty strong hands, I'd like to think, and I know after a while, like, this is an old machine. I imagine the new machines, the throttle's a lot softer and a lot smoother. This thing's older than I am, and or as old as I am almost. So it's pretty stiff to push this thing down for a long period of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a throttle extension on it. Now, you can buy these for around $20 on eBay and on Amazon and such, but I don't like paying for things that I can make myself. So what I've came up with is I have an old brake lever here. So what I'm going to do is it's going to fit on like so, and that, it's hard to hold that and show you at the same time, so let me see here. There we go. So it's going to go on like that, and that's going to give me a lot more area to push down. Even if I want to use my palm, I'll be able to do that. So I've got it marked here. I'm going to cut it just inside that mark there, and then it's going to be tie wrapped on there. And then I'm attempting to melt some plastic right now, and then I'm going to dip this tip in and give it a coating. So we'll head back over to the shop now, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this off with a Sawzall. Okay, so now that I've got that done, I'm going to go over and give it all a nice sand right around here, just get rid of any of the sharp edges, and then we'll go on to getting it coated in a plastic, so that it's a little more comfortable on the thumb and not so cold either. So we'll be back here in a second. Okay, so complete fail on trying to melt down plastic. I've never done it before, and it is a lot harder than you'd think to melt down plastic without burning it. So anyways, I ended up using, this is like a camouflage duct tape. And it's a really good quality. It's got good adhesive on it. So all I did was just cut it down into smaller strips and covered this, and that's what it looks like now. So it's a little softer on the hands, and you're not touching metal. So instead of using tie wraps like a lot of people would do, and you could by all means, I'm going to use hose clamp. And then just tighten it down, and if I need to, I can add a tie strap or two if I need to. So we'll go out to the bike and get this installed. Okay, so all I'm going to do here is just put it over top here. Get this hose clamp on here first, like so, and then tighten it down. See how well that holds. And if it doesn't, I can always add stuff to it. So there it is. There it is on. And now when I push it, it's a lot more comfortable. You can, if you're riding on a trail ride, you just put your palm down. It's hard to see. Here, let me bring the camera over. Bring it up over here now. So now you can see there's full throttle. It's nice and almost level with the bar. Now if you look at the throttle, how much farther it's in, that's how uncomfortable it is when you're riding. It just gets to be too much. So now when I put my hand on it, let me switch hands here. When I put my thumb, and I can put my palm down and hold it, you know, 3/4 throttle, and that will be much better now. So looking forward to going for a ride soon and giving it a test. But that does make a lot of a difference. I can tell right away. So, but there you go. That's how simple that is to make, and just saved myself $20 plus shipping. So, you know, don't be afraid to go out and you know, find something. Like, you could use many different things. I use this. You could use a piece of metal and cut it out to the shape you want. You could go wider, like wider this way if you'd like. There's lots of different variations. I've heard of people using a hose. I don't know if I'd recommend that. You think it would bend too much, but people said it works. So, but there you go. So, thanks everybody for checking out this video, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Have a great day.